See, the thing is that I feel is apt for another forum because it's a political discussion. So I would like to stick it to the film right now and to the man, the legend that we have, Sam Manekshaw, because I would love to answer this question because that's my personal take, and I would do that when I'm having a personal interview with you, which is not related to Sam Manekshaw. You know?
It depends on the life, and it depends on your intention. What is it that you're trying to do exactly? For a life like Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, we have tried to put out everything that we could because his life is so full and large and actually cinematic that I feel that हम और भी कर सकते थे, but I had a duration limit कि इतने घंटे में film खत्म करनी है. Otherwise we could have gone on a little longer, but I think the only place where I would even think of a line is when it comes to the dignity of the character that you're portraying. That cannot be compromised. No matter what incident you are portraying of his life or her life, and this I would think would apply to any real life incident or character, that the dignity of the incident or the person that you are talking about cannot be compromised. And that comes from the intention of making the film. Why are you making the film? Right? So, yeah.
Thank you. What are the conversations like that?
Yeah.
Back home. Nahin, she's excited for my film and I'm excited for her film. And she's not just got one film after my film, she's got one film 2 weeks before my film also. So I'm sandwiched between her films, which is a great spot to be in. I think that Friday, eventually we both are going to hand over our films to the audience. So that Friday is going to be the audience's, day, more than our day. But I think like Ronnie very correctly put out, in today's time, especially, we as an industry should give the option of multiple films on the same day to the audience. That's how we're going to flourish as an industry. We have, those many weeks in a year. But as an industry, we can't limit ourselves to making those many films in a year. We have to make multiple films and we will have multiple releases on the same day. And we got to build an atmosphere where multiple films can work together. We have that strength in the audience. We have that strength on an exhibitor level. So why not? And I think we need to kind of push that envelope also now. And with today's given scenario, with the excitement that the audience has, I think if they resonate with two films, if both the films are good, both the films can work. So I'm as excited for Animal as anybody else, and so it's I think as long as it's a great day for the audiences, that's whom we work for them, not for each other.
I think we have a bit of both in this because we are covering 4 decades of his life in uniform, and naturally he did not start off as a one-man army show. When he started his military career, he was part of a regiment, and he grew. And then he went into a commanding role. By the time he was at the end of his career, he was the Chief of Army Staff, which is a singular role. So when I have to depict that part of his life, it is about the singular Sam Manekshaw. When I have to depict the earlier part of his life, it is Sam Manekshaw as part of a regiment. So we've actually had the privilege of being able to do both.
Yeah, if I can just add that, sorry, because actually, this is the only line in the whole movie in that when he says, there'll be no more withdrawal, Sam is here. I think it's the only singular time when he said that. Otherwise, whenever he's talking to, it's always my regiment, my people, we want to win, and whatever else. So I think there's a very holistic sense in the movie where it is true that in the armed forces, it is about your entire group and not about any one person.
My answer would be the same as given by Ronnie sir and Meghna, but as an actor, if I say when I approach a character, when that particular scene comes, I am not portraying Sam Manekshaw as 5-star General Sam Manekshaw. I'm portraying as the human Sam Manekshaw. I'm trying to understand him as a human being who's wearing the Indian Army uniform and doing what needs to be done in that particular scene. So what happens eventually in the context of the film, that is decided by the director and the script that you're given. So my approach as an actor is always to understand him as a human being in the decisions he took, in whatever he decides to do in that particular scene.
मैंने बाकियों का अपने काम को बाकियों के way of performing से compare नहीं किया, because I had to be true to what Meghna's vision is. And as an actor, I try to do that. I want to be my director's favorite actor. एंड यू नो जो लिखा है और उसकी जो ऑनेस्टी है और किस तरीके से उसको निभाना है वो ऑलरेडी पेपर में होता है और वो डायरेक्टर का विजन होता है. एंड आई जस्ट ट्राई टू डू दैट एंड आई होप आई वाज फाइन एंड आई डिड ओके.
There is no competition. At least for me personally, I'm living my dream. And if I add competition in between of this, I won't enjoy the fact that I'm an actor. You know, I'm getting to do what I have always dreamt of doing. This is my childhood dream to become an actor. अगर मैं सोचूंगी कि यार वो दूसरा क्या कर रहा है, instead of getting inspired and motivated what other actresses are doing, then I would not enjoy my journey as an actor.
और जितने एक्टर्स होंगे जो बहुत अच्छे हैं तो यू ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू बी एज गुड और बेटर देन देम. सो आई थिंक इट्स गुड टू हैव कॉम्पिटिशन एंड इट्स गुड टू हैव मोर एक्टर्स हु आर रियली गुड बिकॉज इट इंस्पायर्स यू. एंड मतलब सिर्फ औरतों के साथ नहीं होता, इवन मेल एक्टर्स के साथ बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं, बहुत न्यू कमर्स आते हैं. एवरीबडी यू नो everybody wants to be a part of this world and I do and I'm very excited that at least I'm getting to do the kind of work that I want to do. So I'm just happy. I feel lucky.
मैं एक तो ये नहीं समझती कि जो हमने वॉर जीती वो किसी एक इंसान का श्रेय है. उसमें हमारी तीनों डिफेंस फोर्सेस ने बहुत ही दिग्गज काम किया और बहुत ही मतलब ब्रेवरी से सब कुछ किया. नहीं, strategy his is for the army, the navy was also there and the air force was also there. So I would not say that yes, he was a very big part of it, but I would not say he is solely responsible for it. That's my personal belief. Having said that, उनकी military life World War II से लेके 1971 वॉर तक थी. तो हमने वो सभी कुछ जहाँ जो उनके रोल्स थे इन सारी चीज़ों में, इन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स में एंड इन बिटवीन एज वेल एज पार्ट ऑफ हिज मिलिट्री करियर, वी हैव शोन all of that as much as we could within the time frame जो हमारे पास था इसे दिखाने के लिए. अब specific strategization थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है क्योंकि बहुत ही ह्यूमंगस स्केल था वॉर का, 2 फ्रंट्स पे छिड़ी थी. सो मतलब हमने कोशिश की है, बाकी आप देख लीजिए. नहीं तो सैम बहादुर का खिताब उनको इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले नहीं उसके बाद मिला.
नहीं वो तो बाद में मिला, लेकिन उस जमाने में जब वो उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था तब अंग्रेजों की सरकार थी. तो क्या कभी कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आया था कुछ ऐसा?
देखिए वो ही वाज अ सोल्जर फॉर द आर्मी. अब वो आर्मी ब्रिटिश इंडिया की आर्मी है कि इंडिया की आर्मी है, उनकी लॉयल्टी आर्मी की तरफ हमेशा थी और हमेशा ही रही है.
It's a massive responsibility and I would like to also take the opportunity to thank the ADGPI and the Indian Army for their support. उन्होंने बहुत support किया हमें through the filming. But every time I would meet them, they would say, ढंग से करना. He's our best guy. So you know that pressure is always there, and I used to always be like, नहीं हम पूरी जान लगा रहे हैं. So we have our fingers crossed, and हमने पूरी जान लगाई है. And you know, but to answer your question, yes, the responsibility is the most it can be as an actor when you're wearing a uniform of Sam Manekshaw. देखिए जब मुझे रोल्स के द्वारा या फिल्मों के द्वारा इंडियन आर्मी से इंटरैक्ट करने का मौका मिलता है, वो मेरे लिए सबसे खुशी की बात होती है. बिकॉज मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम रियल हीरोज़ हैं, पर वो रियल हीरोज़ हैं. और हमारे देश के मतलब वो दे आर सुपर हीरोज, यू नो. तो जो आर्मी की जो यूनिफॉर्म पहनते हैं और उनसे जब बात करता हूँ, आई ऑलवेज गेट इंस्पायर्ड. आई ऑलवेज फील लाइक देयर इज सो मच मोर टू डू. तो मैं हमेशा ये तो सोचता हूँ कि काश ड्यूरिंग माई टीनेज ऐसा कुछ इन्फ्लुएंस होता मेरे आसपास कि मैं सोच सकता कि हाँ ये भी एक ऑप्शन है जो मैं कर सकता हूँ. पर आई ऑलवेज रियली गेट टेम्पटेड दैट यू नो. और कई बार जब जैसे इस फिल्म के दौरान भी कई कैंट एरियाज़ में कई रेजिमेंट्स के साथ हमें वक्त बिताने का मौका मिला, उनके साथ रहने का मौका मिला. तो जब भी उनके साथ होता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि यार बस इनके साथ ही रहूँ, यहीं बसा रहूँ. क्योंकि देयर इज अ सर्टेन डिसिप्लिन एंड एक वे ऑफ लिविंग है आर्मी की, विच इज़ जस्ट सो इंस्पायरिंग एंड सो फैसिनेटिंग, जो हमें लगता है कि यार इसका 10% भी होना चाहिए कम से कम हमारे अंदर. सो इट्स ऑलवेज इंस्पायरिंग. तो आई रियली इन अ डिफरेंट यूनिवर्स इन अ डिफरेंट टाइम फ्रेम, आई रियली होप कि ऐसा होता रियलिटी, कि आई वुड हैव बीन अ रियल हीरो रादर देन अ रियल हीरो. बट हु नोस.
नहीं, उन्होंने नहीं बोला था.
माफ कीजिए. फिर अगर
वो उन्होंने खुद किया था, प्रेसिडेंट कलाम ने खुद किया था, उन्होंने नहीं मांगा था.
सामने बैठे हैं.
देखिए फील्ड मार्शल सैम मानेकशॉ की जो जिंदगी है वो 2 फिल्मों में हो सकती है. एक जो उनकी एक्टिव मिलिट्री लाइफ है, फ्रॉम द टाइम ही जॉइन द इंडियन मिलिट्री अकेडमी टू हिज रिटायरमेंट एज फील्ड मार्शल, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट टिल हिज लास्ट डेज. I could make only one film, so I have one part of his life in the film. Having said that, I think हमारा सबका नज़रिया ये था कि this is a life we want to celebrate. We don't want to be sympathizing with him, because there is a lot more to him. उनकी ज़िंदगी में ऐसे बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जिनको आप सेलिब्रेट कर सकते हैं, ना कि आपको अफसोस करना हो. अफसोस करने वाली कुछ ही शायद चीज़ें होंगी. तो हमको हमारा नज़रिया सही रखना है कि हमको उनकी ज़िंदगी को सेलिब्रेट करना है कि उनकी ज़िंदगी के कुछ हादसों को पर अफसोस करना है. We have decided to celebrate his life with Sam Bahadur.
अमर उजाला अब आपके टीवी पर भी. अपने स्मार्ट टीवी पर YouTube पर सर्च करें अमर उजाला, चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें और देखें ताज़ा खबरें, वो भी HD क्वालिटी में. और हाँ, बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें ताकि हर खबर हो आपके घर. अमर उजाला, निष्पक्ष, निर्भीक, निरंतर.